them we may see around, I hope, late this year. Yes, we have buses as well, and we have electric trolley buses as well, and we have subway trains as well, because it's not just a trolley museum. The subtitle is the Museum of Mass Transit. So we've got, representative means of
Was
mass
that
transit.
always an objective, or is that just a result of the circumstances that all this was available, so you could expand in various directions?
I think a mixture of those things. The official title of the museum is the New England Electric Railway Historical Society. So if it's a railway, if it's electrical, and it's historical, we've got it. So, yeah. And to be honest, I think one of the mistakes we've made is if somebody comes up and says, oh, I've got a handle off a Connecticut company, oh, we'll take it, even if we don't really need it, I mean, we've got complete trolley cars like that. And, there are so many here, and they're not going to get restored in a whole lifetime. But they're here for posterity. And if they weren't, they'd have gone to scrap. And then nobody has them. So. And we've even had requests, particularly for the foreign vehicles, to return them. And you can ask any museum this. Museums don't get rid of accession stuff. It costs us money to store these things. We put the effort into getting it in the first place. We put the effort into keeping it. It's not going anywhere. And it's very, very rare that a museum will deaccession or sell.
There's an interesting story that you're probably well aware of. Recently in England, there was a collection, a special event, which is probably an anniversary following, relative to World War II or something. But anyway, there was a recent event, it was this spring or something, where there's steam engines, a certain type of very famous English steam engine, A1 or something like that.
Oh, the Gresley Pacifics. They got all 6 of them together? Is that what it was? The Streamliners, yes.
Yes, and one of them was from the U.S. After World War II, and this was called the Eisenhower,
Dwight D. Eisenhower,
Right.
that's exactly right.
And so apparently the U.S. took one back to the U.S.
There was another one from Canada called Dominion of Canada.
I didn't know about that one. I only heard about the
there were 2 of them went across the Atlantic. And you're right, there's more to this story, and I can't remember what it is. Somebody wanted either to keep it in England or didn't want it to go back to America or something.
They wanted to retain it in England, and the American Museum that owned it said, no,
That's
you
right.
want it, you want that. And it just returned to the U.S. just recently.
I mean, there's certainly a case for, vehicles could be looked after better somewhere else. We actually did a trade with a museum in Canada some years back. We had 2 or 3 identical cars, all Canadian, and they didn't have a single one of that particular design. And they had a car that didn't fit their collection. It's a very small museum. And it was a car that we didn't have, the design of our centre entrance would. And we did, in fact, swap those 2 cars. But it's a very, very rare occurrence. Yeah, Liverpool in England presented us with their last car. This is back in 57, and we've had approaches at least twice to my knowledge from enthusiasts in Liverpool saying, can we have our car back? And we said, well, no. You had the opportunity in 57. You blew it. We brought it over here. We paid for its shipping. We paid for its storage. Ultimately, we'll pay for its restoration. If you want to make a contribution to that, go ahead. It's not
Send your volunteers.
You're not going to be, that's right, but you're not going to be the car back.
So now we are here.
We're just
having
waiting.
a very pleasant conversation.
We're just
but I'm
waiting for the
curious
car to
about.
come
Okay,
up
so
ahead.
there is sort of
Yeah.
a schedule that we're maintaining also.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why we stopped.
Yeah, we're not usually here this long, but we left early because it gives us a little bit of time to practice on the level.
Beautiful day.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Glorious.
Yes.
I love these seats, but I can't stop looking at these gorgeous seats. I
So
love
he was
this
just
in my
explaining.
Here's a quiz for you. These went out of fashion very, very quickly, just before World War II. Very, very quickly. And companies all over the country rush to cover them up, to replace them with wood, replace them with plastic, anything but continue to use these. It happened not exactly overnight, but certainly in a very short period of time. Because of one invention. Because of one invention. What was the
Well, wait,
invention?
are you thinking of the cover, you're talking about the cover of the seat or the
No,
seat itself?
what caused these to suddenly become very unpopular?
These being,
The rattan seat. An invention caused these
silk stocking?
to be very, it's exactly right. Nylons.
Sliding on
No,
them.
that's right.
It was a catch, they caught them and
Yeah.
tore them.
Yeah.
I would never thought of that. I love them. I love
These are
them.
called, well, I heard them this morning called bowling alley seats. I think they're referred to as look me over seats. You sit one side and look over the other side. This is a fairly typical city car, although they generally had, generally had seats sideways.
Now it's embedded, I imagine stockings then become immediately popular and just became everybody wanted them. I remember, I've heard about that. But you can feel that, you look at the fingers across, you can feel it's really.
And when they start to fray, you've got little spikes sticking up, and stuff, which you wouldn't feel through a pair of blue jeans, but there's a number on your nylons. Yeah, we built Talbot Park Loop in '96. Kirk was a large part of the team that put that together. It's given us a destination, somewhere to go. And it's exactly what streetcar companies did around the turn of the century. They had an intensive service in the middle of the city. People worked 6 days a week. On Sundays, there was kind of nothing to do. And so the streetcar companies would just lay track out through the farmland, and they'd find a nice spot, might be a forest, might be by a river, just somewhere to go to get away from the smell of the city. And sometimes they'd build an amusement park there. And it was always far enough out of the city that you had to use the streetcar to get there. So you paid your money, to the streetcar company to ride out there, admission to the park or whatever it was, buy a hot dog, buy a soda. All that money went to the streetcar company.
The streetcar company built an amusement park.
I've heard that. We've seen that on New Hampshire Chronicle.
Yeah.
Where they've had,
Canterbury,
Weatherby, I think, no one describes it, but.
Canterbury Lake Park is one of the examples. That was built by the Northeastern Mass, but it was fed by 3 separate lines from Lowell, from Haverhill, Nashville.
We got a green board up here at Talbot Park.
1160 and clear, proceed to Morrison Hill.
Clear to Morrison Hill.
Morrison Hill, right. Morrison Hill. Yep.
Is this Morrison Hill?
1160 and clear, proceed to Morrison Hill.
Clear to Morrison Hill.
So I went on and I remember learning from Miss Phoebe that
Cliffy said clear to Morrison Hill.
she invited me on a Hebrew school trip, you know that? We were pretty young, and she and I
Be short dispatch, we're going Power 1160.
were all over to the Bible
1160. Clear to Morrison Hill.
and
WNHL
I didn't know
712.
her, we couldn't have been really
All right.
really young. And I just happened to have one.
So that means that we can proceed?
Yes, yeah,
And clear to Morrison means there's nothing on the track
that's correct.
all the way to the hill, wherever that is. And you said-
Yeah,
hill-
that's the station.
the station.
And they just figured they'd let me.
Everybody holding on? Okay.
Everyone ready?
Yes.
Off we go.
So
I
we're
should
release the
release the
brakes
brakes
and come under the
And
first
are you ready
part.
and to stop the first part?
No, just work your way up, same as you do. And once again, just keep working at it. We're gonna shut it off about the 4th point because we have another rotary brake. Just watch the lights flicker. Yep. Okay, then we can come over. Just hold it for a couple of seconds. It is all downhill. So we'll coast. Turn it off. Just give it one little shot of air just to stabilize it. One more. One more. That's it. Brake shoes are just gently rubbing and release them. Right, do that again. Give it one little shot of air just to stop. One more. One more. Let it work. Now slow down a bit. Yeah, release it there.
You know, it doesn't matter to me that it's 25 or whatever. Whatever it is, any motorized vehicle, I always like to go as fast as it's capable of going. I don't care whether it's 20 miles an hour or 100. It's gonna go as fast as it can go.
We put a GPS in here, we did it a few weeks back, just simply to see, when we did run this thing for a few years, we know how the track is, what it is, what the power will take. And we found we were within 1 to 2 miles an hour of where we stopped at various points.
I imagine that some of the track better than others, some of them are probably aware. And so are those the smoothest ones the ones that we have in operation? Because
It varies from year to year. We've got one car that would probably do 20 to 60. So I've got one just not like this one.
And I guess the one that we go that fast, the 100 was probably between the city, inner city college.
That's exactly what it was. It's on display on one of the lines. Called the Liberty Bell, and it ran somewhere in Pennsylvania. And there's a very famous piece of movie film of it chasing an aircraft, and it gets to the city centre first. And I'm going to break the stop sign here. And you see if you can stop by the stop sign. No, it's not down. That's it. It's way too much. Release a little bit. A little bit more. Oh, look at that. Did you see that?
Wow. Where does that come
I can't do it that well. Come back to that one, please. Apply. Good. That's good. It's all right. Oh, that's well done. All right. First point, release. All right. Don't worry. Just hold it there. Next one. Next one. Next one. Big long wooden platform. See if you can stop at that, okay?
Sort of no sense of when I should begin braking, but I suppose now would be fine, right? As long as it's not too much.
Give it one little shot, just to get the brake shoes running. Do it again, and you'll get the feel of what's happening. And then that was a big one, now release a little bit. Yeah. No, you're really getting it. It's coming.
A little hard there.
That's not bad.
That's fun.
That's
So
just-
how did I do? I hit
We're on the
it was a
platform.
little heavy there.
We're on the platform, that's all that
That's
matters.
good. I could have cruised right past it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want your passengers going up in the woods. Okay.
So should I release back
Release.
in?
Yeah, first one. Alright, over there.
Now, what parts are there?
2 or 3. Go all the way up.
Now, is there any harm in bringing this over to the central point here in anticipation of braking, or should it always stay over?
When you're running, it really wants to be in full release because they can leak across if it's in lap. At this point, you've got the potential to stop at the grade crossing. So bringing it back to the lap, just because that gives you a shorter distance to move it, if you need to.
shit problem.
Yeah.
That first night was that I was excited to tell the Lord
All right, one with a shot of air, just to snap things down a little bit. Feel the brakes just barely rubbing it, just snap things down gently, that's good. We've got a tight curve here, release a little bit of that weight. It's good. And we'll stop on the wooden bit. Right, stop there. That's good.
I like this.
And don't take this wrong. One of the things, you know, with a car this age, it takes forever for the message to get from here down to there, whether it's a controller or that. And everybody falls in the same trap. They put the brakes on, nothing much happens. Oh, they put the brakes on.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
that's the hard way.
right, but then the first message gets there, you know.
And the rest follow, and suddenly you're sliding down the track.
Wait for the next guy. Yeah. Okay, slow switch.
Oh, hang on a second.
What are we doing? Are we getting off?
You're the gentleman from Medford, right?
No.
You're not the gentleman. Never mind.
Okay.
There's some folks here from Medford that I'm trying to find. All right, I need to take it from here. 'Cause,
Okay.
That's the way it goes.
Well, Mike, thank you very much. That was great fun.
All right. Let's go and get your certificate of achievement.
Do I pass?
I think you did.
Thank you.
He passed, didn't he?
They're still sitting on
Oh,
their
good
seats.
idea.
No-
I gotta get a pen.
Nobody fell off the seat, so I suppose
That's
they're
right,
right.
that's what I was worried about with them.
Thank you, Mike. That
You're
was
very-
great
You're
fun.
very welcome. Glad you
Thank you
enjoyed
very
it.
much. You could see how much fun he was having.
See, you didn't need the insurance after all.
Well, I don't know.
I'll be with you in a couple of seconds.